And this is a Nora Kind'a vibe. This time, comic edition. What you just saw are some screenshots from the actual show, which I created last year as a 3D animation cartoon show. What you're seeing right now is a sketch of how I want my first shot to be, and how I want with sketch and final lines. Usually when I'm sketching, I'm already figuring out where I want my lights and shadows. So then it will be easier when I'm doing the final lines, where to put the heavy lines and the weaker lines. The difference is how I approach it is, when I have my heavier lines, my thicker lines, is where it's gonna be more shadow. As for the thinner, lighter lines, that will represent the ones that will catch more light. Moving forward to how I approach this composition on this page, quite challenging because I had a specific idea for what I wanted, which is resembling the present and making a transition for a memory for what it was before. And I gotta say it, I'm actually quite happy how it turned out. I'll explain it further on. Now let's jump into how I started to texturing and how I wanted to portray this part of the screens that she's looking at. So Nora is some sort of a chill gamer. What I mean by this is that she's not an actual gamer, but she plays games a lot of times and she really enjoys it. On this one I decided to make it blurry but kind of specific things on her screens, so it would make it more dynamic. As for the part of the story, she is not in the mood, she doesn't want to play any game, and she's closing up and taking her headphones off of her head. Let's just say I'm tired of drawing hands, okay? Okay. Also here I start to introduce you some Nora's features and showing her emotions, how is she feeling. She's really sad, and this comes from the previous page, which she was crying and questioning all of these things. And here, that moment, it's still present, but transitioning to the memory, how it was before. And I'm working on it as a color palette. Darker bluish means the present, which is deep and sad. And the pink shot that you see in the middle of the page, that's how it was before. That is how I'm gonna start to tell the story. This was how I went through it. This is how I tested out all the colors, all the sketches, lines, all of it. And now here's a look at the final results. I hope you enjoyed it. There's still a lot of stuff that I want to dig deeper, and I have a lot of things already written down. So tag along and I'll see you on the next one.